Now, obviously, I can't speak for all of you, but let me know in the comment section down below how you feel about this. I don't like DRM, and I don't like anti-cheat software, and it's not because I want to steal games, and it's not because I want to cheat at games. There's been plenty of studies out there that show that the people who pirate games are the people who spend the most on games. It's not that I want to cheat or steal. It's that I don't like how the software opens my machine up for exploitation by a third party. I also don't like how it lowers the performance of games that use certain anti-cheat software. And I don't like that I get a definitively worse experience playing games as a paying customer when compared to somebody who is literally stealing the software. Like, the pirates get a better experience than we do. And that's because this software always comes with these drawbacks. If you don't know what software I'm talking about, there's a lot of them out there. But today I'm focusing on Denuvo. And the reason I'm focusing on Denuvo is because there's been a lot of rumors recently that Nintendo might be partnering with Denuvo in order to protect Tears of the Kingdom, their upcoming Zelda release, which I'm going to buy and I'm going to play and I'm going to enjoy. Well, I hope I'm going to enjoy. Breath of the Wild's my favorite game of all time, so I would venture a guess that I'm going to have a lot of fun with Tears of the Kingdom. And I'm not going to pirate it. And I'm probably just going to play it on my Nintendo Switch and not on my Steam Deck. And will I notice if they have Denuvo? I don't know. Probably not. But I'll bet. I will bet that if they do partner with Denuvo, or however it is, Denuvo, I don't know how to say it. If they do partner with them, I bet that we will have worse performance than we would have otherwise, because you've got this software running in the background, taking up CPU cycles, making sure that everything that I'm doing is on the up and up. And is that software going to actually prevent pirates from stealing the software? Maybe for a little bit, and it's going to be very little bit. Maybe for a little bit, but the answer is no. It's not going to prevent anybody from actually stealing the software. So why do they do it? Honestly, I don't have a good reason why they do it. I can understand the idea behind anti-tamper, because that's what Denuvo sells itself as. They call themselves anti-tamper software. I understand why anti-cheat software exists. I understand why it's important, because there's a bunch of tools out there, tools as in like jerks. There's a bunch of tools out there that are going to cheat and try and ruin other people's experience playing video games. And I understand why we want to have anti-cheat software in order to deal with those tools and get rid of them as fast as we can. But what I don't like is when we have software running at the kernel level. And that's what Denuvo does. And that's why everybody hates it, because when you run software at a kernel level, if some third party were able to find a way to exploit that kernel level access with the kernel level drivers, if somebody's able to exploit that, then they have access to your whole system. Now, on my Nintendo Switch, it doesn't really matter. But on a computer, that is a different animal altogether. And you want to make absolutely sure that third parties don't have access to what happens on your computer. And that's really where Denuvo lives. It's on a computer. Is 99% of the time. I don't know if Denuvo is on Xbox and PlayStation. I don't know if it's going to be coming to Nintendo Switch. But there's lots and lots of games that are available on Steam that when you scroll down and look at them, it says includes Denuvo DRM or anti-tamper. Whatever the phrase is, it always says that it includes it. One of those games up until now has been Resident Evil Village or Resident Evil 8. Now, I like this game a lot. I don't have it on PC. I've been playing it on my PS5 and PSVR 2. And I really do enjoy that game. It's super scary. And the only reason I'm not further in it is because I got it right around the same time as I got a copy of Resident Evil 4 Remake, and I've been playing the hell out of that. Well, it looks like Denuvo is going to be removed from Resident Evil Village. We get this from a PC Gamer article. It's almost 2 years after the game came out. And here's what the article says. Like many recent Capcom games published on PC, Resident Evil Village included everybody's favorite anti-piracy software, Denuvo, when it launched back in May of 2021. Also, like many recent Capcom games published on PC, the DRM has quietly been removed. Now, however you guys feel about game piracy or DRM, the fact of the matter is, when you buy a game that has Denuvo, I think that there's a lot, or when you sell a game that has Denuvo, is what I meant to say. I think that there's a lot of people who will automatically not buy that game because they don't want that game or that software on their computer messing with stuff. Pretty much universally, everybody friggin' hates it. So I think it's awesome that they are getting rid of it. And according to this article, we've seen Capcom do this before, where they have been removing Denuvo quietly. So I'm just going to head over to the Steam page right now, and I want to see if it actually is no longer listed there. Okay, so it took me a minute to find it, but if you go to the Steam page for Resident Evil Village, it doesn't say anything about Denuvo, and I was wondering, okay, maybe I don't remember where to look. And so then I looked it up on another game that I know has Denuvo, and that would be Monster Hunter Rise, also a Capcom game. And yes, that is listed. So it looks like it has been removed. Now, here's the real question, and I'm wondering what you guys think about this. Why would Capcom remove Denuvo anti-tamper 2 years after the game came out? I can't think of a benefit to them. I can understand why they would do it like a month after the game came out, because maybe the game came out and they got a bunch of backlash for having Denuvo on there, and they're like, okay, hey, we made a mistake, we're gonna walk it back and we won't do the anti-tamper stuff. But after 2 years, like, what is the play there? Maybe, and I'm just spitballing, I have no idea. This is a completely unscripted video. I don't know what I was going to say when I turned on the camera. But maybe you subscribe to Denuvo. Like, maybe Resident Evil Village, like that game, maybe Capcom for that game subscribed to Denuvo for 2 years, and the subscription has run out. I don't know how these companies actually deal with Denuvo. But I'm really curious what you all think. Do you think that we're going to have Nintendo partnering with Denuvo in order to keep you from playing Tears of the Kingdom on your Steam Deck? Or do you think that some companies are starting to see the light and understand that, we as gamers don't actually want to steal their stuff. We want to give them money for their stuff. We want to support them. And maybe Denuvo anti-tamper is causing them more harm than good. Maybe it's not worth the pain points that they have to deal with, which might be why Capcom is backing away from Denuvo as a platform. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. And from the Nerd Nest, I'm Bill. Stay rad, everybody.